we have no clue what's going to happen when Crashlands launches. Anything could happen. Depending on the revenue numbers we see with Crashlands, what are we going to do at these different points? And so we even have a sort of seppuku tier where if Crashlands makes less than about $40,000, then we need to really rethink why we're doing what we're doing and whether it's even feasible. Crashlands is everywhere right now. And if it doesn't succeed, then I will not have an explanation, but it might not. This is the Monday of launch week. Everything is squared away. All of our probably now about 800 press contacts have been sent their keys. They're all playing it. We're just kind of responding to questions from people over Twitter and that kind of stuff.
It's weird because when we hit the launch button, it's just this doink, and then suddenly, the dice is rolled and you see what happens. As good as games are as a feedback system, the games industry as a whole has really terrible feedback systems for letting you know the enormity of your accomplishments, right? So what we're gonna see at the end of the day is we'll be looking at stats, right? So we'll say, how many copies do we sell today? Even if that says 10,000, it's still weird because that's simultaneously it's just a number on a screen, for one. Two, it's a big enough number where that's the size of the town that I grew up in, That's the entirety of Grinnell, Iowa, playing Crashlands on launch day. We already got a piece of fan art from someone who drew Flux, and drew the quadrupus tack next to her. That stuff makes it feel really worthwhile. Watching the YouTube videos makes it feel really worthwhile because you see someone literally just enjoying it, and they're enjoying it exactly as you plan to.
So this is sort of the first time that we actually really get to see people experiencing the game for the first time.
We got a bunch of Twitch streamers who we're trying to sending keys out to later today, basically saying, hey, if you could stream basically on Wednesday and Thursday, that would be fantastic. And of course, we just ask them to do it and see what happens. Bike Man has currently 1,488 people watching the stream. He's also about to embiggen his pet for the first time.
We should probably go sit in the bed.
Okay. And he has no idea what's gonna happen.
Uh-oh. What? Campy is growing! It's so big! Really?
Look at all the comments.
Oh, that's amazing.
Literally the response was just this series of what the fuck? What is this? And it's exactly what we wanted. So people were like, that's amazing.
Constantly, every time a new YouTube video comes out, watch that video, watch Twitch streams, check Twitter for mentions of Crashlands. It's just, there's always something popping up. If something every 5-10 minutes is appearing, you just can't concentrate. We probably lost Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of work because we were just so swept up in, watching all these things.
Just watching people play it, and they're clearly having a good time, and none of the stuff we designed is sort of slipping through the cracks or causing a large sort of headache. that means that we won. We won the design, right? So check that one. Then the next question is, do we get the professional payoff from it? But I think it would just be awesome if we got 10,000 Steam units on launch day. And again, less because I care about the money and more because I just want that many damn people to buy the game on launch day. Like, I want it to be the case that our media push did a good enough job, that all the people who loved it, who got to play it for the beta, and all the YouTubers loved it enough and sort of showcased that enough that on launch day, like 10,000 people play it, like the size of our hometown. Our hometown just buys the game. That would be great. So I hope it's the case that people love the game so much they look up our studio, they maybe watch the documentary about it, and they're just like, holy shit, like that makes this whole thing so much deeper and so much cooler. Like, at the end of the day, if someone wants, that they can go and find that story behind everything else, and that it is, a powerful enough story that it might be worth them sort of internalizing or retelling or just understanding something about the whole experience from. In my mind, art is a tool, like anything else. When you need to sort of get something out, when you need to convert something that's shitty or some grief or something like that into a product, once you are able to like convert that and give it off to someone, I think the art's, it's abandoned, it's done, because you don't need to do it anymore. Like, you did it, you did the thing. Sometimes if you can't get over something, then you're gonna keep working on it for a long time, But I'm super over having cancer, so I'm ready to be done, We use a lot of checklists, so I just made this big checklist for Thursday, which is essentially, it's not all of the big things that we want to have happen, but one is managing that sweet iTunes feature, which should happen around 2 p.m. Our time. And so we'll be just refreshing the iTunes store around the time to see if we're on there. The other one is the Google Play feature, and we think that, we're not entirely sure when that storefront turns over, but it's sometime in the afternoon as well. We don't know what reasonable goals are for launch day, but I think if we manage to sell 10,000 units from being featured on these various storefronts, I think in a day, maybe that's good. That'd be great. I don't know. So we just have these up here as sort of a vague reference mark. I think I'm getting that from Indie Game the Movie and watching the Super Meat Boy guys go through it, where they're like, 10,000 units on launch day is a success. So we're using the same metric, but across 3 different platforms. So hopefully it goes, and we'll just be checking these off as they come along. So we'll see how many we can get. But again, none of those are in our control. You set it loose, and then you just gotta watch and see if people like take to it, if they're excited about it, what the response is.
We fixed all of the known bugs. We have everything ready to go, so now we just need to hit the button.
Red Bull, it gives you wings and migraines after a time.
Everything gives you a migraine if you consume enough of it.
What about migraine medicine?
tonight around 11 o'clock, we're going to be hitting the go button. So Adam's coming up from Texas to be here for the occasion.
How cold is it outside?
21 degrees.
Fuck, okay, I'll don a hat and shit, dude.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I will see you shortly.
bloody goddamn mess out here. I just popped the trunk if you need it, but you may need to close it if not. Okay. Yeah. You may need to close the trunk. Or I will. No, I can do it. So we have to go to Walgreens
For Red Bull,
get
I
some
assume?
Red Bulls
Yeah.
and some chocolate because shit's about to get
real.
p.m. January 20th, day before launch on Steam.
Okay.
Just checked my Squamulous email, which is where I've been corresponding like once every 6 months with the guy from Valve we have contact with.
Okay.
He says, "Hey Sam, I know this is kind of late notice, but we thought you'd be game for the opportunity regardless. Your game looks promising and there's clearly interest by customers and press, so we'd like to help make sure your launch is successful. We'd like to give your game a Steam marketing message promo spot. These are the messages that sometimes pop up when you sign in on Steam or when you quit a game. Can you send us a high-resolution version of the main artwork and logo for Crashlands? Our team here will put together the message hopefully in time for release tomorrow or shortly thereafter. I'll run it past you before we ship, but I expect it will be a pretty basic combination of artwork, logo, and the words now available. Cheers!"
Oh my god! Holy! Oh my god!
Yeah, so anybody who opens up Steam tomorrow, when they open it up, Crashlands will just be up, like thrown right in their face in a giant pop-up. Everybody.
Oh my god!
That's gonna be upwards of like 50 million people.
You know that
Steam Crashlands.
they have data.
Guys,
That is
holy shit.
that's a moment.
Good job, guys.
That's amazing.
Actually, I should look. Send
Here you go,
me
Stampy.
my computer.
Yeah.
I need to send you guys.
I'm gonna tell Dad how many times
Oh
this
shit,
thing-
that was a good sign.
I think I had that one last time. That was just like straight up.
I'm getting my clicking finger ready for
Do you want?
the launch.
Let me see
Do
it.
you want the
Plug it in.
laptop?
Put it in my computer. Alright team, good job. We did it.
What time is it?
Time, date.
Right there.
It is 9:59 on January 20th.
As soon as the clock hits 10, I'm hitting the button.
Yeah, man. We're here. Okay, music time.
Oh, there it is. Okay,
Here we go.
Ready?
3, 2, go! Woo!
chain us out. Chain us.
Okay, so I only slept 3 hours, so.
I got a full 4 hours in.
Nice.
You got 4 hours? That's a hell of a difference between 4 hours and 0 hours.
Oh man, I was getting dog poked for the first hour.
As soon as it goes into other people's hands, then you don't get to tell them what to feel about it, right? I mean, like, so long as it was just ours and it was made for the sake of dealing with some serious shit, like, I think it's totally fine to be like, this is a piece of art, you know, this is ours, here's what it means, whatever else. The game is not an overt story about cancer, you know? They're not gonna, unless they did like reading on it, they're not gonna know. And that's totally fine by me, because that's not the point. Like, the point is to make a really good thing that puts them in a place where they just feel fantastic, and it's like there's awe, there's wonder, there's all this stuff going on that is so different from what might be going on in their life. Like, that's just the point. We've never gotten a US feature at all before.
Correct.
So
Well, not the big one. So this would be.
Come on. No, turn it. Just go. Turn it. No.
Ah, damn it!
There it is!
Hey! Not editor's choice, but still on the banner.
The banner. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I'll take it.
This is Nvidia's store, so they hook up to Google Play.
it's the Shield Hub. So there's
Metal
Metal
Gear. This is the
Gear.
big feature. Metal Gear Solid, Crashlands, and Octodad. It's good company.
So we are keeping great company.
Pretty good.
We got
So
iTunes
it
feature
cycles through.
and Steam follow-up feature.
That's awesome.
So now we just have the Google Play feature and the
Wow.
various
Who made that
reviews from PC to come out. It's going.
Here we go. Ready? Let's do this.
No, buddy.
Let's just start with basic info. Just go down the fucking line.
Sure.
Okay. Crashlands. Installation, installer, which the only thing that should be checked is that. Good enough. Release dates will just be now once it goes. Support languages, English. Repos included. Crashlands for Windows, Crashlands for Mac, not the press versions. Perfect. Cool. We don't have anything to publish, so we're fine. Okay, so now, store page. Unless you're already confident about the store page.
I was okay, but I'm confident.
If we're confident about the store page, then we're ready to launch.
Hey,
There it
Diana.
is. It's view release options.
I'm up.
All right.
Brush my teeth. It really wakes you up.
That's help, actually.
Alright, ready, team? View release options. Prepare for release.
Oh my god.
Okay. Crashlands prices. Yep. So it's that leave it playable. Set it to be playable. Set app store page to public. Anytime now.
Set ready?
I think this is the last button we have to push. I'm ready. See how climactic it is.
Here we go!
There's going to be another button. And now we wait.
Nice.
We've sort of flipped over to the view that, yeah, it feels really good to have made Crashlands and have it doing what we want, but a lot of what it's supposed to be doing is demonstrating to people that we are a studio that can make stuff that they're going to care about. That is high quality stuff, and that can just give them like pure, unadulterated enjoyment. And so our hope is that this will prove that to people, so that they sort of get behind the cause effectively. So the future of the company is still very unknown, and many terrible things could happen to it. And the hope is that we can use the launch of Crashlands, if it just goes smoothly all the way through, we can use that to just stand up Butterscotch Shenanigans so that it's ready for the next phase of stuff. Yeah, so we don't know what's gonna happen. The game is out, it's on everything we're gonna put it on, and all we can do is hope that they play it and just see what happens. How's that for a soundbite?